struggle. I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. Won't live with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cavaliers group has been getting things done. They've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. And Kevin Durant, a player we get to watch here tonight, has so many tools to score. Shaq, could you argue he's the best pure scorer in the league?
Well, you know, he got a lot of young guys coming after his rack. He's definitely motivated this year. He lost a lot of time last year. His drive is there. He's still got all the offensive weapons. He got the shot, the ability to drive. Only thing he's missing right now is that blingy, bling, bling.
Yeah, he's got that MVP. He's got those scoring titles. And he's got this season to try to put last year in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, I mean, last year, the injuries, you know, the year before, obviously averaging 32 points a game. This guy puts up buckets. You know, I was actually at the game at Rucker Park when he had 66. So I'm sitting in the stands, and he's got like 60, Ernie. And he's dribbling up, and he looks over to me, and he's like, Kenny, what do you think? And I said, I think you can get 66. And he says, no, it's only like 15 seconds left in the game. I said, Kevin, you could do it. And so he grabs it, 66 points, scores 6 more points in 15 seconds. The crowd runs on Rucker Park. It was an unbelievable experience.
I got a story, Ernie.
Yeah, is yours true?
Yeah, I was 2 years old when Wilt Chamberlain had 98 points. My mom puts me up and said, he's going to be like you one day. And Wilt dunks it, gets 100 points, and he gives me the basketball.
Wow.
If you believe that, you can believe I can fly.
Two of the great storytellers of our time, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for tuning in, folks.
Is that true, Kenny?
Yeah.
And the city flowing with lights as we get a great look at beautiful downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Charlotte Hornets.
A really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Miracle Man is out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Young. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Pushing it up. Here's Mack. Finished off the break. Mack's got 5 now.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Here's the screen. Smith kicks to Irving. Tries it from 19. Off the left rim and out.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, I was able to talk with David Blatt for a minute, and my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant? Probably the premier scorer in the entire league. He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands, because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
Thanks, Doris. Mack, no luck. On defense, Brooklyn. It's a 5-point game. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Lopez, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Mack dishes to Durant. From 15 feet away, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. And that's now 9 points for Miracle Man. Irving passes to Lopez. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. One thing about Kevin Durant, when you talk with him, he's got such a laid-back demeanor. I mean, his pulse doesn't quicken. And when you ask opponents, they'll tell you he is as competitive, Greg, as they come.
Yeah, what you see on the outside with Kevin is a mirage, a fake out, if you will, because on the inside, this guy burns with competitive fire and brimstone.
That's good from Durant.
And with Durant, his competitive spirit really comes out in crunch time. He demands the ball when the game's on the line, and more often than not, he gets it and delivers.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And guys, talking about Durant, he may not wear it on his sleeve, but he's really upped his energy and emotion on the defensive end. I mean, he's seen that defense wins championships, and that's the only thing on his mind right now.
Brooklyn leading by 3. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Young outside. Goes up from the top of the key. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Durant sends it back. And now running it up the court, Mack pushing it up. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Mack's got 12.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first set.
Irving drives in, and Durant sends it back.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And he gets the bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Lopez a screen. Smith drives in. Will it go? And it's good on the way up. Here's Mack playing Oklahoma City. He was nearly unstoppable. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Young kicks to Caldwell Pope. To the right side. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
You know, I know it's early, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something dramatically changes and fast.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Smith with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Mack. He's covered by Irving. Here's Jordan. The shot no good. Good D by Lopez. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Here's Love. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. There's something about how long he's waited for success.
And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
Outside Irving. He dishes it to Lopez. It's deflected. Smith kicks to Irving. Outside for Jefferson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
And that one's good.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Now here's Lopez. He really played well in that last game against Charlotte. Smith for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 11. Love outside. To the middle. Jefferson with it. Guarded now by Durant. Here's Mack. He's got 17. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Irving. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Good.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Evans is checked in. Now here's Durant. Another key contributor in that nice win against Oklahoma City. For the 3. And he gets it to go. Durant's got 5 now.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
String music scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet, up until last season, he's been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Shumpert comes in for Richard Jefferson. And it's Williams in for J.R. Smith. Robinson's checked in for Brooklyn. Now, here is Irving. Shoots from the line. Williams with a clean look. And that one no good to start him off on the night. Evans against Mozgov. Evans kicks to Mack. Back to Evans. Fires from 18. No good. And Cleveland the other way now. Left side, Shumpert. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Fires the 3. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
For Brooklyn, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw good, Mack.
Just an amazing game for Miracle Man. He's already up to 18 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Brooklyn. And the second free throw, good.
Oh, my God.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
And he nails the third. And for Blatt, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Here's Thompson. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. For three, Williams. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Durant. He's got 7. Bogdanovich dishes to Evans from 12 feet out. Thompson with the rebound.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Here's Mack. He's guarded by Williams. Robinson left side. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Irving passes to Mozgov. And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Brooklyn.
Coming onto the floor for the Brooklyn team, Rondé Hollis Jefferson.
Outside Williams. Outside Irving. No good with the triple. Brooklyn leading by 16. And stolen by Irving. 1:46 left to play in the first. The screen from Thompson. Outside Shumpert. Just 5 on the clock. The second chance effort. Mozgov's shot is off.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Evans left side, taken away by Williams. And here we go, Shumpert running it up the court. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easiness.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And here's Irving. For 3. But he gets it back. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Irving's got 6 points. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. And Mack kicks to Robinson. Out to the right wing. Lets it go. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
24 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving dishes to Thompson. There's a good screen. Outside Williams. On the wing, Irving. Beyond the arc. Good on the shot. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Matt. Good if it goes. And no good trying to get that one. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 13. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career after a long and illustrious career coaching over in Europe. He talked about the difference coaching abroad. And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and he's done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. And there's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for more time. Contested quarter as we move here into the second. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They came out with the purpose of playing for one another, making the extra pass throughout that first quarter.
Guys, that is simply just good basketball. I mean, really good basketball. Total team effort out there.
Love and Verjao are up front. Mo Williams out there with Smith. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Verjao. And it falls over the rim and in. Verjao's got it back down to single digits for the Cavs. Brooklyn's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Ellington the pass to Jordan. In the corner, it's Ellington. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Young kicks to Caldwell Pope. Puts up a three. Hollis Jefferson, good. Hollis Jefferson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Jefferson. Outside Williams. Inside Verjao. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Caldwell Pope dishes to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And guys, last season was a painful one for Anderson Verjao. He had finally shaken the back injury that sidelined him the year before, signs the multi-year contract extension with the Cavs. Things were starting to look up, and only 3 weeks later, he tears the Achilles and was ruled out for the season. You talk about a tough break.
And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give.
And it's Smith penetrating. Dishes to Verjao. Good on the shot. Verjao's got 6 points. And adding insult to injury, certainly, Greg, as you were talking about, Verjao played well at the start of last season. Shooting 56% from the field. Clark, I think he was over 70% from the line. Those were career highs.
Yeah, and a terrible blow for Verjao and the Cavs because of that injury. Achilles tendon, but it led to the deal for Mozgov, and that's worked out quite nicely.
Durant's checked in for Hollis Jefferson.
Kevin Durant. Cavaliers timeout.
Timeout called Cleveland. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Evans comes in for Young, and Mack subbed in for Wayne Ellington.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Here's Mack. 24 points for him. Outside for Durant. Now the feed to Mack. Jordan the screen. Verjao comes with the double team. Now here's Williams. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen 0 drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Here's Mack. High, arcing shot. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion. He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Williams kicks to Jefferson. The kick out to Williams. Another 3 for Cleveland.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
The dish to Caldwell Pope. Feeds to Jordan. Outside Durant. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Jefferson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Anderson Verjao. Now here's Williams. He's got 9. That's tipped. It's 2-on-1. Ahead, here's Durant. Finished off the break. Durant's got 9.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Williams kicks to Smith. And Smith gets double teamed. It's Williams with the drive. Can't hit from in close.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
That's good. And now a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Cleveland's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Lopez a screen. Smith for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got assist number 5 here tonight.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Cleveland. Brooklyn leading by 3. And Mack kicks to Evans. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Cleveland's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Lopez inside. He's against Jordan. Lopez, no luck. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Kicks it to Mack. Pass to Durant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 11.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Mack, the pass to Jordan. Right wing. Mack dishes to Evans. For three, Durant. Rebound by Smith.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter. Good game for Irving. He's got 11 points and 5 assists. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor. And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. And then Shumpert in there for Richard Jefferson.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals, and, of course, the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
Now, here is Irving. 13 points in the game. It's tipped. It's taken away by Smith. Lopez with the bucket. Here's Mack. 4-point game. They double him with Irving. And Mack kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Mack. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Irving drives in. Lopez passes to Thompson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now here's Evans. Durant dishes to Mack. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Robinson. Evans right side. Here's Mack. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. That's now 32 points for Miracle Man.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And Smith gets double teamed. Back to Irving. Oh, good on the triple.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And Shumpert kicks to Irving.
Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. First in free throw percentage. First in opponent points per game. And they're number 2 in steals. A very aggressive team in going after the ball.
And you look at their ranking, tops in free throw percentage. I think it speaks to their focus and discipline as a team. They look to capitalize on every mistake.
Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Reggie Evans. Here's Mack. Sinks the triple. Mack's got 35 in the game.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Smith kicks to Mozgov. Back to Smith. To the inside. Shoots from 12. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Mack. He's covered by Thompson. 11 feet away. Drained for 2 points. And it's 6 points here for Thaddeus Young.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
The screen from Thompson. 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And let's take this chance to look at some of the perimeter players who aren't afraid to mix it up in the middle either. These are the top rebounding point guards in the league. Take a look at Miracle Man, 3rd in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
And, well, rebounding isn't something you really think too much about with point guards, but he places a lot of emphasis on doing whatever it takes to contribute, even on the boards.
Yeah, in addition to the work he does on the perimeter, he's more than willing to get his nose in there and get his hands dirty and getting after rebounds and loose balls. And I think that's why so many folks around the league can't say enough good things about him.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Hollis Jefferson, good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
For 3, Smith. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Smith.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Down low, Bogdanovich passes to Robinson. In the corner, it's Ellington. He kicks to Young. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement. And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
And Thompson throws it down.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Brooklyn with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Here's Bogdanovich, and again it's Brooklyn converting. Here's Irving. He's got 15. And that one's good. Irving's got 17.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Brooklyn leads by 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Brooke, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Brooklyn?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
There's no excuse for letting a team drain that many threes on you. Come on, especially at such a high percentage. That means your perimeter defense is weak. They got to close out on the shooters with conviction, even if it creates some weakness inside.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Miracle Man having a dominant impact in this one.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
The Cavaliers trail by 4, and Brooklyn looking who they've got. You've got Durant, Caldwell Pope out there with Miracle Man, and it's Young, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
Here's Mack. Sweet little floater. Mack's got 37.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Lopez a screen. Smith dishes to Lopez. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 assists in the game. Brooklyn's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Inside, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about knees, my man. 'Cause he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Love, no good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Caldwell Pope, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Irving can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
This is a nice third quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
Passes to Smith. Can they get it? Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Got that one up quick. 19 points for Kyrie Irving.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
And the shot is good. Irving's got 21 in the game.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
And here we can check out the story on Kyrie Irving. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging around 26 points per, 8 assists, and over 2.5 steals. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Williams is checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Timeout called the Cavaliers. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
It's been quite a game for Miracle Man.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They've got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He went over the offensive game plan and that it hinges on running through Lopez. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
And thank you, Doris.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And Irving comes to help. To the paint. Jordan kicks to Caldwell Pope. Young passes to Mack. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Mack's got 43 points.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
Durant attacking. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now Jefferson. Following Durant's three-point attempt, Jefferson dishes to Lopez. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Lopez has got 15 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Durant. 17 points in the game. He feeds it to Jordan. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 6 assists here tonight. Lopez ended up coming off the bench for the Nets for a stretch last season. There was a lot of debate, Clark, if that was the right role for him.
Kevin, clearly there were differing opinions because as soon as it happened, every GM called Brooklyn up to see if Lopez was available.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Mack. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Brooklyn?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And Cleveland making a change here. Varejão's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Evans is checked in. And Mack drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now, here is Irving. 21 points in the game.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Here's Irving. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. A floater. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Kyrie Irving. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. They double him with Love. Jordan. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Jordan's got 6.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
Jefferson kicks to Love. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the pass to Caldwell Pope. They set the pick. Lets it go from deep. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3. Durant's got 22 points.
And he had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Outside Jefferson. to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Durant kicks to Jordan. Durant with it. Jefferson picks him up. Shot's good. 24 points for Kevin Durant. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Love the pass to Irving. No good, unable to end this run.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Dishes it to Mack. The feed to Evans. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Jordan with it. 6 points for him. Caldwell Pope dishes to Mack. The shot by Evans. Nobody around. Evans can't get that one to fall.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Jefferson's shot is off.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Mack kicks to Jordan. Feeds it to Mack. Williams comes with a double team. Durant with it. Jefferson picks him up. Durant, the pass to Jordan. Tries yet again. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 7th assist in the game. And so here's Cleveland. Irving kicks to Jefferson. Back to Irving. It's a pick by Love. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Love's got his 3rd basket of the night.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Mack, good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Jefferson. 7 points in the game. Love kicks to Irving. There's the feed to Varejao. And a missed layup.
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really all you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor.
And that one's good. Durant.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 23, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 25 points. Brooklyn leading by 21. Mack dishes to Jordan. At the top of the key, Durant. Kicks to Mack. 18 feet out. Offensive rebound. Outside Jordan. Durant, the pass to Mack. Over Irving. Mack, good. Mack's got 49 points in the game.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Williams kicks to Varejao. That's good.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for Richard Jefferson. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Williams. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Robinson's checked in for Jordan. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Kevin Durant. Bogdanovich is checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Ellington is subbed in for Mack. And it's Robinson, that time on the assist by Ellington. 7 points for Robinson.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
The drive by Shumpert. Here's Thompson, and he can't bank that one in.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Robinson, that's good.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
That drops. And now it's 27 points for Kyrie Irving. Robinson against Thompson. Right wing. Here's Ellington. Varejao comes up with the rebound.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Brooklyn leading by 22. Evans passes to Hollis Jefferson. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Hollis Jefferson's got 7.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Here's Thompson, and he makes good on the layup.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. There's the dish to Ellington. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Bogdanovich, guarded by Shumpert. Bogdanovich, no luck. On the wing, Shumpert. A 3-ball, and he gets it to go. He's got 7. 6 seconds left in the third. And there's a whistle. It goes on Iman Shumpert. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Good if it goes. And the release was before the buzzer. But it's off target. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Brooklyn ahead, up 19. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Here's Mack. Thompson down low with Mozgov. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Smith in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Took him no time at all on that one. And it's 29 points for Kyrie Irving. Brooklyn leading by 17. Here's Mack. Hands it from downtown.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Irving dishes to Smith. Picked by Mozgov. Smith outside. Thompson sets the pick for Smith. He dishes it to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. They get the rebound. Mozgov, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Thaddeus Young.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Thompson. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Thomas Robinson. Durant comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Wayne Ellington. And he gets the bucket. Durant's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Mozgov's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 21. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And again, it's Kevin Durant. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Outside Irving. Stolen. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Durant. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
There's the bucket. Good.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
For Brooklyn, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And Mack kicks to Young.
Checking out the game Thaddeus Young is having. 10 points, and he's picked up 1 dime.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, you know, we're far enough away from the 2013 draft where we can start to get a feel for just how strong it was. I mean, initial feeling was it was a weak draft, but there have been some gems coming out of it of late.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Love's checked in for Mozgov. And it's Jefferson in for Shumpert. Chris Douglas Roberts checked in for Brooklyn. Markel Brown comes in for Mack. Good on the second free throw. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Irving drives in, missed inside. And for the 2013 draft class, not sure if there are going to be a lot of all-stars from that class, but there are quite a bit of rotational players that are effective.
And Kevin, listen, there's still a chance to see a couple of all-stars emerge from the class, as there are some elite talents that just need time to grow. And overall, there weren't too many complete misses. Almost every lottery pick is a rotation player at this point.
Now here's Jordan following the miss by Brook Lopez. Here's Durant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan.
That's 36 points for Kevin Durant.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Brown against Irving. Three-pointer. The Cavaliers again can't hit. It's Durant on the wing, defended by Jefferson. And that one's good.
Kevin Durant.
Durant's got 38 points.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team is underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category. Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Now here's Durant. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
What a performance from Durant here. He has 38 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved. You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Lopez. James Jones comes in for Jefferson. Harris is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. McCullough's checked in for Brooklyn. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And speaking of coaching, sometimes you'll hear that the coach lost the team. When that happens, is that it, Clark? What's your read on that?
You know, I don't quite buy that. I think it's really rare. Winning can cover up a lot of things, and ultimately it does come down to that, being able to smooth out the rough spots, and winning is the best elixir for that.
Brown kicks to Jordan. Back to Brown. Pass to Durant. Now Douglas Roberts. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Assisted.
Durant's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Dellavedova. He kicks it to Love. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 20-7 run. Jordan the pass to Durant. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Dellavedova dishes to Jones. Launches it. And it's Dellavedova missing. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Stolen by Varejao. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. That's good.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
Brown outside. It's Durant with the drive. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Dellavedova kicks to Jones. Passes it to Harris. From outside the arc.
And in the past, the NBA had the All-Star break for just an extended weekend. Last year, they gave the players a full week off. It seemed to be received positively by everyone.
Durant for three. And it's rebounded by Anderson Varejao. Cleveland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Now the pass to Love. From down in the low post, it goes. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Durant attacking. Brown outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Cavaliers have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Dellavedova, the pass to Love. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. 14 points for Kevin Love.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Here's McCullough. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Robinson's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Kevin Durant. Bogdanovich is checked in for Chris Douglas-Roberts. And Ellington is subbed in for Brown.
And for Varejao, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges, but that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. He feeds it to Ellington. Out left to the wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
And Love throws it down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Here is Ellington. The Cavaliers making the shot. To the wing right side. Here's Hollis Jefferson, defended by Jones. They get it back. Here's Robinson. And easy 2 points on the layup.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
Well, Greg, you're talking about Varejao. He may play wild, but his production has backed it up. A few years ago, he averaged, Clark, over 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah, and I don't think he plays that wild. I think he just looks wild. That hair flying all over the place, and he's giving up his body. I don't know if he's necessarily a wild player as much as he just looks and appears to be everywhere at all times.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Dellavedova kicks to Jones. Dishes to Varejao. And there's the feed to Dellavedova. Knocks down the three ball.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
To the paint. The 9-foot shot. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Ellington's got 7 points here in this quarter. The Cavaliers' shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Dellavedova dishes to Harris. Here's Love. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here is Ellington.
And just way too early to tell how this year's group of rookies will turn out. But just from an early look, they seem to be a group that can contribute. Definitely not going to be a class with a small impact on the league.
The shot's good from Love.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Feeds it to Bogdanovich. No good from outside. With the 2015 draft class, the big thing is how many guys are polished coming into the NBA. It's a good blend of raw talent and certainly skill.
Yeah, I like the way you said that. This class will always be headlined by the two big men, but there's a lot of value throughout the rest of the draft, too.
Here is Ellington. After the Cavaliers pick up 3. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. From the top of the key. Can't hit. Some solid defense from Harris.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Brooklyn.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted to do.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And asserting themselves right from the start, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two clubs. They've got to feel good getting the upper hand tonight against the Cavs.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Miracle Man. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They grabbed their own miss. Brooklyn with the ball. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Robinson, that's good.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, guys. Kevin, what was so drastically different about this team's defense in the second half?
Well, early in the game, they got some easy threes, 4 or 5 threes. And they're a great shooting team, and they're great in the paint. So we just had to make a second effort. I think the only adjustment we made was playing harder. And we just got to continue to keep playing together on both ends.
Well, you certainly locked them up. Thank you, Kevin. Over to you guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.